What's up, everybody?
Do I need to start doing it?
Yeah, do it, please. Were you doing it?
I try. I don't really know what it is you do.
It's just like a,
Oh,
index
like a
on the
bow.
eyebrow, pinky below, devil horns, and
Like
just.
on your, it's like your sinuses. They're killing me.
Kill. Well, Legally Blind Gamer here, and as you can see, Carly's back finally. And were you gonna say something?
No.
Sorry. Okay, I didn't want to cut you off. We've done some redecorating because, dude, it is our Halloween special, and we love this time of year. You can see I've replaced my Nintendo Lego set with the Haunted Mansion. Maybe I'll give you a closer look at this sometime, but all you need to know is it's incredibly detailed on the inside. And this tower actually has a working elevator that you can pull a lever and it drops like the Tower of Terror in Disney World. So sick. It's probably one of my favorites ever. We've changed the light to purple, and you can't really see the strip down behind the desk, but it's orange. And I don't think that's coming through very well, but who cares? We've also got some cobwebs, and I think there's a spider behind my head. I think. Yeah? Can you see that? That's cool, huh? Spiders. And we're also, you know what, let's just do it right now. We love Mountain Dew, and we've said that. I'm going to let Carly introduce this new beverage we're going to crack open.
It's like a thing whenever we go to a grocery store or a gas station or something. We're like, we have to just go and at least look at the drinks and sample anything that's new. And of course, Mountain Dew always comes out with seasonal things. And this is their Halloween one, I guess. They call it voodoo, but it's mystery flavor. They don't tell you
Scary.
what is in it. So, of course, we had to buy several of them, and we're going to try it for the first time.
Right here, right now. While she's cracking that open, you'll notice I'm not wearing my beanie. I got my hair did today, and I'm feeling good. I've had the same barber for years, and he does a good job. I wanted to show you guys his work. Bam, bam.
He does do really good work.
Thanks.
It's, like, really nicely faded, and he, like, shaves and squares up the neck, and, like,
He spends about
treats you.
an hour meticulously just paying attention to every strand of hair. It's dope. If you don't have a barber, dudes, treat yourself. It's the best thing I ever did. Supercuts is for chumps until they sponsor me. All right, let's test that drink.
It smells like regular Dew. Not true. Oh.
Oh, she says.
Oh. It tastes like Spark, but like a little more zing to it, maybe.
It's a little sour for sure.
Yeah, like a pineapple or like sour apple or
It reminds me of candy, like sour gummy worms, except really sour.
right, like it kind of has that lemon like Spark does, but I would say it's a little stronger than Spark.
Happy Halloween, everybody. We've also got the Halloween edition of Fruity Pebbles. We'll probably break out some other
We
time.
always need a snack
Yeah.
mid-game.
Big
so.
snackers, big sugar fiends. I don't know how we're both so skinny because we eat like garbage. But I love it.
I actually really like this.
Do you?
Yeah.
We gotta go get more. We're actually gonna cut right here and go get more. Just kidding.
Bye.
So in deciding, what's our Halloween special going to be, the game Carly and I play, for you guys, it was tough. I love horror games. Those are my jam. I feel more accomplished when I beat a horror game than any other game because I know most people probably didn't get past the opening scene. So when I can do it, I don't know, it just makes me feel BA. I'm just going to say it out loud. And I love the thrill. I love the story. I love the aesthetic. Spooky stuff. We love it. We would love to own a haunted house. That's kind of our jam. But we decided on a game. And it's going to be none other than Silent Hill 2 on the PS2. I actually have all of the original Team Silent Hill games. 1, 2, 3, for get some haze. But it's not a bad game if you don't really think of it as a Silent Hill game. But it's pretty good. But Silent Hill 2 won because to this day, this is still considered to be one of the greatest games ever released on the PlayStation 2. Well, on the PlayStation 2, but one of the greatest horror games ever released, ever. It's on a lot of lists. I wouldn't say it's the scariest, most intense game I've ever played, but its story is deep. And this is where I'm going to put the PSA warning out there for kids watching this video. The subject matter of this game is very adult. It's very deep. And we're going to be going into a lot of the symbolism that is shown in this game. Everything has meaning. It's all symbolic of something. The monsters in this game are very much an outward manifestation of internal struggles of the main protagonist, which I believe his name is James. And it's also kind of intense for me to play this game because I know it has such a massive fan base and I want to do it justice. So I'm going to do my best to get the facts straight. If I'm wrong, chew me out in the comments. I'm like one of those guys.
He loves a good tongue lashing.
Yeah, I do. And I like to know if I'm wrong. It doesn't offend me. But yes, this game came out in 2001 on the PS2, obviously, developed by none other than Konami. They're also famous for Metal Gear Solid and Castlevania. Fun fact is the Team Silent developer team was composed of a bunch of failed game developers. They had failed on previous projects and all got put in the same room, and they came up with this game, which was revolutionary. It was originally supposed to be like a Resident Evil clone because that game was so successful, so let's do our own. But a little bit of the way through, I guess management stopped bugging them, and they took a leap of faith and made it their own, and it came out with some great games. The sad part is Konami's kind of dying, if not already dead. Metal Gear Solid's dying. The Silent Hill games are dead. No, they're dead. They're not dying. They're dead. And really, what's sad is the original source code for this game is lost. So really, the only way to get the original experience that the developers intended for you is playing it on the PS2. And these Silent Hill games are literally the most expensive games in my collection. There are more expensive games, much more expensive games. But these ones, I paid some money to get them in mint condition and all of them together. So I'm really happy about this. This is actually a game I haven't ever played through personally. But it's games that I have a lot of memories with because when I first met my stepdad, he was in the basement of his mother's house, my grandma's house, and he had this whole game area. I remember he pulled out this shelf and it was all just stacked with PS2 games, and I was in heaven. I had never seen anything like that. And of course, my mom's upstairs chatting with grandma, and he's like, "What game do you guys want to watch me play?" And we're like, "Oh, play Silent Hill 2, man." It took the opening scene when he got to the first bad guy in the game before we were so scared we all tapped out and I had nightmares. And so going back and playing through this game is literally facing a childhood nightmare that I have, and I still haven't conquered it or faced it. So I'm super pumped that I get to face this, and I promise you, I'm going to beat this game. I got to do it on camera for you guys. Relive some memories, go into the amazing symbolism and story, and just this game is probably a 10 out of 10 in my book. I've watched it played numerous times, never played it myself. But here we are. What else is there to say? I don't know. Any questions?
Just the flames.
The flames.
W-O-W.
Yeah. If Eric the Electric right there.
Shout out.
Shout out. Yeah. You know what? I think I'll think of a lot more things to say as we're going, but let's get started. Listen carefully for that rush of nostalgia. It's coming. Guys, I'm real frustrated. This is our third trying to record this first part of the game. The first time, the gameplay audio wasn't synced up with the gameplay, which happens sometimes. I fixed it before, but apparently the settings reverted for some reason. And then this last shot, it was all audio, no video, no reason why. This has happened to me once before. So we're here again.
Still can't figure out why it happens.
No, we
Just does.
looked up forums, and this is the third time. This is like, I'm still gonna put the original intro in there, so you're watching two intros. But yeah, sucks. We're here again, this time for real. The first little bit of this game is not gonna be candid, blind playthrough, but that's good because originally it was bad. These controls are hard. I haven't played a game with controls like this in a long time, and it's rough. I was like running into walls and just zigzagging and backwards, and dude, they made it rough. Games have come a long way.
So really, we're doing you a favor because we're pro at this entry part now.
That's right. Did you do your...
Oh, sorry. Let him.
She's such a team player. Okay.
Nobody can ever say I'm not.
Now get ready for that nostalgia rush. For real. Here it comes.
Part of me's paranoid now. Like, can we make sure this is working?
I know. There's like no way to know until after you filmed if it worked properly. Everything looks fine now, but
the audio's not going to be delayed.
Yeah, or it's not just going to be pure audio with no video.
Just blackness.
Oh, gosh, dudes. It's rough. But hey, on a bright note, we went to this carnival called Corn Bellies the other day. It's huge. And I lifted a 400-pound bale of hay. That's right. I still got it. I'm a dad and old and don't work out, and I still got it.
It's all about the technique.
The technique. All right, so for the third time, we're going to go to new game. And for the third time, I'm going to explain to you, I'm picking beginner because I'm blind and I don't feel bad about it. So leave me alone.
Yeah, it's still plenty hard even at
With the
level.
controls, oh my gosh. I'm going to keep the riddle level normal because I feel like I'm pretty smart, okay?
You may be blind, but you're still smart, baby.
That's right. I'm sorry, like this whole vibe I'm having right now is so different than the first time we shot this where we're like just giggly and, ooh, I'm so excited.
I've just been wanting to play this game for so long.
Just so frustrated.
Now I'm like, if I have to see this cutscene one more time.
I know.
But we'll be quiet and let you enjoy it at least.
I might give up if this doesn't work. I mean, he's wearing a zip-up polo with a blazer.
We're not here to critique his fashion sense, though.
We're getting a great shot of the underside of those urinals. Filthy, all that pee drippage. For some reason, dudes can't make it into a urinal. Huge target, but it still ends up everywhere outside of it. It's disgusting.
Their moms must not have put Cheerios in the toilet when they were potty trained.
Yeah.
Got that target practice down.
Could you really be in this town?
Mary. Alright, and this is where I take control. And the first time this happened, I was like, whoa, what is going on? I can't move, oh my gosh. It's bad. And then the fixed camera angles in here are pretty rough. But I want to show you guys a really poopy toilet. Just gotta figure out how to get to that poopy toilet. Yeah. Stuff went down in there. Like the walls all broken out. Like I don't know if you've seen Dumb and Dumber where it's like meet here at 2:30 a.m. for some manly loving or something like that. Something disgusting. That's what happened. That's the aftermath. This is that bathroom.
There's a toilet later on in this game that I think is...
No, don't spoil that part.
I mean, we won't, but that was pretty eye-opening.
This might have been the first game You know, I'll talk about it when we get there. Remind me to talk about that dirty toilet and how this might be the first game to implement that. Because there's been games after.
In my restless dreams,
That are just as
I
cruel.
see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
I got a letter.
I just love the
The
feel
name
of
on
this.
the envelope said,
The swirling
Mary.
mist. That's always my favorite.
The music, just the way
My
he's
wife's
talking.
name.
It's like he's almost asleep. Like so
"It's
depressed.
ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true." That's what I keep telling myself. A dead person can't write a letter. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then, why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Does she mean the park on the lake? We spent the whole day there. Just the two of us, staring at the water. Could Mary really be there? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
Hmm.
Could she? I think we should find out.
Yeah. So what did we learn about Mary, Carly? I've explained this too many times.
Well, we learned that Mary is his wife, his dead wife.
Dead. Bingo.
She died. Supposedly. I mean, there's some, like, alluding to maybe that she's not dead. Because he got this letter. It's
I got
making
a letter.
him question things, even though he saw her die of some sort of horrible, slow, painful death, supposedly.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that's the way it makes it sound when he says that damn disease. Like, it's usually people who die of stuff like that. It's not pleasant or quick or, like, you know, it's yucko.
Yep. It's yucko, baby. But let's take a moment to realize that James took a Duke in that nasty A toilet with his car door open the whole time. And we're just going to leave it open again.
We don't care what happens to it at this point.
He's got nothing left. I got a letter.
He don't care no more.
No, he does. He's got something left. He's got a letter.
He's got hope that maybe his beloved is still out there.
Right. But, yeah. So, in all seriousness, it sounds like Mary's death was bad. It wasn't a pretty death. Carly and I have witnessed people dying slow deaths in the ER, whether it's cancer or not, and it's really hard on the family to have to caretake somebody that is dying so slowly. It's not uncommon for people to start to resent that person. It's not uncommon for them to start to just feel like, hurry up and die, you know?
I can't take it anymore.
Like,
I
it's just
need
so
this to be
painful.
over.
Yeah, I can't do this anymore. So when he says that damn disease took her 3 years ago, I mean, he's devastated that she's dead, but it also sounds like it was just horrible for him. Probably dealt with some things during that time.
He's a sad, sad man.
What's happening? There we go.
You'll never know.
I've said this like in 3 different recordings now. This fog, though. No one did fog like the PS2.
That fog, though.
That mist. Dang. So characteristic of the PS2.
You know, But every time you say something that you've already said 4 other times before, I'm going to reward you with a gummy.
Oh, thank
There you go, baby.
There's something in the well.
You did it.
What's that? Looking at this makes me feel like someone's groping around in my skull. Groping is such an interesting choice of words. Am I right? Picture groping and then that happening inside your skull. Oh, yeah. It's filthy.
A little sexual.
Yeah. Gives me a weird feeling. Yeah, me too.
You're not alone there.
All right. Oh, back to the top, baby.
No, from the top. Make it drop.
Tootie, 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 toots.
There's only 3 more gummies. We're not going to make it.
Shoot, well, that's how many times we've shot this. We're out of candy. Freaking, what a terrible time this has been.
We hate this game now.
No, that's the thing. I keep saying how excited I am to play this game. I love it. It's beautiful. And then, like, stuff keeps happening that's, like, ruining the experience because I have to keep replaying this first part. But that's all right. We'll get it this time. Cutscene. You don't have enough gummies to reward me every time I repeat myself.
Yeah, that's why I said we're not going to make it. I'm going to have to go scrounge up some other candy.
Sure.
Excuse me,
I'm sorry. I
No,
was
it's
just...
okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah. I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But
Yes?
I think you'd better stay away. This, this town, there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to explain, but
Is it dangerous?
I love danger.
maybe. And it's not just the fog either.
Okay,
It's...
I got it. I'll be careful.
Cuts her off.
I'm not
I don't
lying.
care.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going to town either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone.
Who is it?
Someone... very important to me. I'd do anything if I could be with her again.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry. It's not your
No,
problem.
I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
See you later, Duke Breath. What'd you say? Nothing! Nothing! I'm in the fog, you can't see me. So interesting things happening there, for sure. She calls her mom Mama, and I'm stuck behind a building. These are the controls, everybody. She calls her mom Mama, and then quickly corrects herself, which is fishy, I would say.
Yeah, alludes to the fact that there's something off about her. Like, it's not just some person he innocently happens upon that doesn't play any other sort of role.
Yeah. Typically, if an adult is, in my opinion, saying mama instead of mom, there's like some sort of like weird attachment, whether it's like developed from abuse or like, I don't know, you could go on and on and on, but it's just off. And Carly has a theory like, I don't know, about your child ghost thing.
Yeah, like she's somehow like a child still, like, she says mama, and then she says I haven't seen her in such a long time. And then, you know, she also doesn't have like her father or her brother either. So that I feel like something happened to her that makes her like she's trapped in her childlike mind, even though her body has aged. I don't know. We shall see.
We could be reading into something that means nothing.
Just, it's too weird not to like be significant at some point.
Right. And is this let me in? No. You
I
know.
don't know. She could just be a weird lady with no other role.
Yeah. But the thing is, it wouldn't make sense because this game is extremely symbolic, which I think I touched in the first intro I did of this. All these things are very much outward manifestations of inner demons that James is dealing with. The monsters, anyway. All of the monsters and creatures are very outward manifestations of inner demons. And so each of these characteristics and behaviors that these creatures have are all very symbolic of some of these struggles that James is working through. Or, yeah, carrying around, whether he's working through it or not. And we decided during the first video that we don't want to come right out and tell you what these creatures symbolize. Because, I don't know, I think when you have the time to put your own twist on these symbols, it might be more meaningful to you in the long run, rather than me just being like, no, this is what it means. And you could go on websites for days and days and days, and there's a lot of websites that talk about the symbolism behind all the creatures. They all have like the same general idea, but differences between each of them, which I like because it just leads you to like put your own special twist on it. So I think it'll be more meaningful if I kind of guide, but don't really tell you until the last video what all these symbols mean.
Agreed.
Does that make sense?
It does.
All right. Now we're gonna follow this road.
It's more thought-provoking if you're not just given the answers right away.
Right. And if you've played Silent Hill games, there should be like, blood. Blood. What are these marks? Blood? That's swagger. She's giggling because she said that in the first playthrough, but now I'm saying it. I stole her line. I forgot what I was saying before the blood happened, but
Just, we're talking about symbolism.
yeah, there's a lot. If you've played other Silent Hill games, there's kind of this theme in most of them, like that there's yeah, you know, I don't want to spoil it. Never mind.
Don't you talk about it.
Yep.
You just keep that purr mouth shut.
So fun fact, I think I said in my first intro, wow, he's not wanting to run. What are you doing? I'm not, is the fog bouncing me back? Like, no? Is it my controller? Oh, I think the battery's dying.
Oh,
That's a party foul for sure.
Do you have another?
Not right here. Oh, shoot. So sorry, bros. I'm out of bats. Alright, dudes. We got the batteries. And I am letting Carly take a break because we've had so much problems with shooting this. It's been ridiculous. And she's already seen it. So I'm just going to run through it real quick for you guys, tell my stories. On to the next thing, baby. Let's go. Just want to make sure everything's working because I don't want to do this again. Alright, so I already mentioned in my initial intro that my stepdad introduced me to this game. My first experience was probably 11 years old. My mom was upstairs talking to my grandma, and if she knew we were playing this, she would have like thrown a huge fit, but we took advantage of that opportunity. We're like, Jason, play a spooky game. And at this point, I've already pooped my pants 4 times, but I wanted more. Then he came into here. Got the creepy radio, the toot toots, the dark tunnel. Oh yeah. I was pooping big old pants. Also, remember symbolism with these creatures. Note these characteristics. We got female legs, like a thong. Like this shiny coating, like binding the arms together. Like that grossness in the torso area. It also will spit venom, too. I don't know if I can get it to do that. Ooh. But I remember being so stressed as a kid because, I felt safe because, my stepdad's playing. But then he couldn't remember the controls because they're not intuitive. Like, how do I get this guy? I don't know what to do. So I was stressed out like, just get it!
Is it dead? What the hell is it? It's not human.
Then, all of my brothers and I were so scared at this point, we turned it off. And I went upstairs and went, Mommy, I feel scared. She went, you were playing scary video games.
This thing broken? What the? I'd better take it anyway. I might need it.
You will need it. It tells you when bad guys are near. So that was Mary trying to talk to James, but I don't know if you saw the subtitle. She called him Jam. So she must be drunk. Just kidding. So yeah, anyway, we turned the game off. I actually don't think I went and told my mom. I think I told her I was scared of all the creepy dolls in my grandma's house because she had a lot of those. But really, it's because we were playing this game and I just needed a huggy. Going back to the symbolism, I outlined a lot of things for you. Information is obviously super limited at this point of the game, so it's hard to come up, what do you think that symbolizes? But it'll keep coming. And if you want to take a hit at it right now, don't cheat and use the internet. But comment below what you think that monster symbolizes. How is that an outward manifestation of an inner demon? And so that was my first encounter with the game. My second encounter, I was 12, and I was like, I just want to be a hero and beat a game that even my older brother was scared of. And then I'll be respected. Oh, just little 12-year-old me. And if you check out the map here, there's red scribbles where there's dead ends, but then you also see that Rosewater Park is underlined. And I'm like, I was so naive. I thought, if I just get to Rosewater Park, I beat the game. The whole game is just running through this creepy town. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go down the road, turn right, blah, blah, blah. Easy. I'm going to beat the game that everyone was too scared to beat. Or even play. So I continued in the fog. And I'm running, you know how happy James looks with his little stick? He looks like the peanut guy. Da, 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 da. Ooh! Ooh! And stuff like that was happening to me, and I was like, I have to be brave. Just a little further and I will be the ultimate hero. Thing even looks like it has hooker boots on. Worth noting. The door to the wakes of darkness, opening into nightmares. Ah, it's coming! I hear it! Oh, the door's locked. How devastating. Ooh, that was close, huh? And so at this point, I was starting to think okay, I just gotta go up the road. Up one more street, and then it'll be a definite straight shot to Rosewater Park. Whew. And I was pooping. And I was pooping. And the poop did flow. Oh, dead end. I started spacing. I think I got lost in the fog there. I was in a trance. Yep, I was so confident. I'm like, I'm gonna beat this game. Here we go, baby. Ah, that must be the gate. Oh, what? How could this be? Tell me. I need to just hide out in this motorhome. You know, nice and calm in here. There's a save point on the bed, memo on the couch. I'll wait at Barneely's. And I'm like, that must be where the key is, so I can get to Rosewater Park and beat the game. You guys hear how naive I'm sounding? Would the story even make sense if I just walked to Rosewater Park, found my living wife, the end, credits rolled? No, it wouldn't. But 12, 12. To me, like, I was already pushing myself beyond all my limits to get this far in the game. Having to play so my mom didn't know that I was playing spooky games. So I was running to the bar. I'm like, I'm gonna get the key. This is it. My moment of triumph. I'm winning. The camera points you right at the bar. Oh, what's this on the table? There's a map here. Not quite what I wanted, but okay. And this, my dudes, is where it finally occurred to me that how many games that are considered really good just have like one scene and then the credits roll? The answer is none of them. You have to work for that ending, especially in survival horror. You've got to face your fears. You've got to face James's inner demons. And see, that arrow coming from Rosewater Park through the apartment complex showed me I'm going to have to go through a building. There's probably real yucky things in there. Probably tight corridors. Probably more monsters. Not like on these streets where I can just avoid them. There'll be no escape. And that is when it hit me. Dude, I'm not ready for this game. And that was my second experience with this game. And I literally haven't plugged it in. It's been almost 20 years since I've even touched this game. So this is my third experience. And we're just going to get it, I'm going to finally beat down that childhood fear, the thing that caused me so much terror. It's mine. So anyway, bros, this is the end of the episode. Like, follow, subscribe. We love our fans. If you want Carly to learn some cool video game music on the piano, type a comment down below what song you want her to learn. I'll post it with one of these videos. And as always, fan art is welcome. And you can also email me some digital fan art if you want. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Peace out, brothers. Actually, what I meant to say was, stay blind, everybody. And Carly will be back next episode.